Hello all, and welcome to the zoo.
Why am I here?
Minions of the Zoo is a lovable ragtag group of misfits that sprang up initially as a fan group to Ranting Monkey, Scribelite, Some Dumb American, and their joint Lords of the Night livestream show. Late night discussions in Discord quickly evolved into streams of their own, with each member bringing something new and different to the table for discussion. Led by the incomparable Reject PPC and the One-Ton Hammer, the group rotates hosts known as Zookeepers.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your host for this evening, One-Ton Hammer.
I will be your Zookeeper tonight, Reject.
Alright, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Lucky Pop-Tart Inquisitor.
Sanguine.
Skep Tock.
I'm Prospero.
And I'm Delahazed.
Regular streamers, they're known as minions, and special guests are known as traveling exhibits. They're on a nightly basis, so that each show has something unique and fresh for our audience. Minions of the Zoo currently streams at 10:30 Central Standard, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Let's be xenophobic. It's really in this year. Let's find a nasty, slimy, ugly alien to fear. There's no more cutesy stories about E.T. phoning home. Let's learn to love our neighbors like the Christians learned in Rome. We know we ought to hate them. They're different, you see. We've seen they're mean and ugly on movies and TV. The folks that ought to know have told us how it's got to be. The gospel truth is found in scenes from Alien and V. Let's wipe out any life form that seems to be a threat. We'll serve them up a genocide they never will forget. 'Cause if we miss a couple, they'll breed a couple more. And soon we'll all be hating twice as many as before. You see, aliens can never be as good as humankind. A more delightful race than us you'll never ever find. So step aside, you star slime, we're ready for your worst. We know you want to beat us, enslave us and defeat us, oppress us and browbeat us unless we get you first.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the zoo. I'm your Zookeeper for tonight, Inquisitor. Minion joining me is Mr. Adam.
Hey, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
And traveling exhibit, hey, Camel.
How's it going?
It's going okay. So, yeah, I want to just come right out and say it. We're, the Minions of the Zoo are better than every other live stream on YouTube right now. We have our token indigenous fellow over here. So yeah, fuck all you people, all you whiteys. We got a red man in here.
Hold on.
Which one of us are you talking about?
Yeah, I was about to say. I think I can use my race card on this day and say that, yes.
I can finally use it. Woo!
I am Mesoamerican person guy. Just look at my
Wait, is this the only day we're supposed to use a race card? Because, I literally have one in my wallet.
I try not to, but, sometimes you indulge.
Having a race card is like having fuck you money, you gotta use it every now and then. Otherwise, what's the point?
Well, you got to be tactful with when you use it. Otherwise, once it comes off that you're using it too much, then people are like, yeah, fuck that guy, dude. He's just going to pull out the race card when somebody farts in his area,
Well, see, that's the thing, man, is that you've got a trump card, see what I did there, on people like Tariq Nasheed. You can call Tariq Nasheed out for his bullshit, and then he'll say, "I suspect that you're a suspected white supremacist," and be like, "Bitch, I have a race card, a literal race card."
First of all, Tariq, he calls other black people suspected white supremacists.
True. Okay.
I seriously doubt he's not going to pull that one. I would be disappointed if he didn't pull that one. And secondly, he claims that everything ever was invented by black people. So Indians, we stole from the black people, just like the samurai were stolen by the Japanese, yada yada yada. So
what did Native Americans steal from the Africans?
Corn? I don't fucking know.
We stole the Olmecs.
The what?
Those the giant heads in the jungles of Central America.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we went over to Africa a long time ago, and we took depictions of their statues and their kings and all that. And we came back and we made these giant heads that we just put in the middle of the jungle for ritual practices. We hang out, have a picnic, talk about stuff.
Oh, speaking, did you see? I saw today people claiming Africans came to the Americas before Columbus. I was like, in what, their canoes?
Well, there was
they paddle their ass over here. What?
There was I believe he was a Mormon scholar who had a theory that
Lost Tribe of Israel.
Yeah, the Lost Tribe of Israel. That's the whole.
I hope he spent all of his money on that. I really do.
Well, no,
hey,
he made a canoe essentially out of materials that they could make in Africa, and then actually literally sailed all the way across the Atlantic to the U.S. He actually did it.
I heard something similar, but it wasn't. I mean, I have heard of the one of the tribes of Israel coming here, but I also heard it was the offspring of Cain, I want to say. I think I'm getting my
father of murder, Cain.
Yeah, because wasn't it Cain and Abel, and then Cain killed the brother.
Cain killed Abel, yeah.
And I mean that's where they figure they got Canaanites and all that, but so there's a story out where those people were sent here, and that's why this place was the way it was when the Europeans found it.
I had not heard that we were the descendants of Cain before. That's a new one on me.
It's well, I would say that it's kind of, because again, I stumble upon a lot of weirdo shit, but it was that. But the people of Cain were kind of Nephilim too, so they they were giants, had 6 fingers and 2 rows of teeth and all that. And a lot of native stories talk about how it took whole tribes to take one dude down because the one giant could just rip people in half. And there was a story out from the Inca lands, Peru, where there was a whole bunch of giants just fornicating in the forest, and a giant lightning bolt came and wiped them out. But these giants were just going around eating the people, eating the livestock, and shit. It's crazy. There's a lot of crazy shit.
That just sounds like God got tired of Bigfoot porn to me.
Yeah, he was like, all right, enough of this shit. You're done.
Change the channel.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you run across a whole bunch of weird stuff when you go digging into history, especially when you tread off the beaten path, so to speak. And that's not racist because I'm brown. I can say,
he's allowed to say it, guys. Especially on Indigenous Peoples Day.
I'm wearing my moccasins as I say it.
Yeah.
Or sandals. We wore sandals. And plumed headdresses.
No. To me, I never really cared about Columbus Day. Like, kids get out of school for Columbus Day?
No.
No? See, that's why I never cared about Columbus Day right there. And since I've been an adult, I've made the joke repeatedly that I don't realize it's Columbus Day until I go to the bank and realize it's closed.
Shit, I didn't realize it until everybody was talking about it.
Thanks to circumstances today, I forgot. I warned Johnny this weekend. It's like, hey man, bank's gonna be closed on Monday. Like there's proof on the internet. I tweeted it at him. And then I forgot. And I woke up today, had stuff to do, forgot. Spent like 15 minutes waiting for the post office to open before I caught on.
So you're just standing there waiting?
Yeah, man. Like I went and I had to go run errands for Nana Camel. Had to take her to an appointment this morning, and between that and running her errands, I forgot, what day it was, and went to go check the mail. And Nana Camel, she needed a roll of stamps because she still, mails stuff out snail mail. So, yeah, I mean, I was sitting there like, I thought they just went to lunch early. And then I was like, all right, well, I'll come back after lunch. And I came back. There's another dude standing there waiting. And like I was getting pissed, like, man, fuck these federal employees, man. But yeah. So me and him just sitting there waiting, making a little small talk. I'm reading an article on my phone about Netflix and Chappelle's new special. And still haven't got a chance to see it yet, by the way. I really need to sit down and watch it. See what all the hubbub's about.
I've heard Ho's mad. That's all I know about it.
But so I'm sitting there, I'm making some small talk with this old fella, and I'm, reading this article. Another dude comes in, and he sees us standing there, and this dude is wearing cowboy boots, pajama pants, and a cut-off t-shirt. Just straight white trash. And as soon as he sees us standing there waiting, he just turns and walks out.
Okay, wait, no, hold on. I gotta ask. Cut-off t-shirt. Is that like sleeves cut off, or is that like...
Yes, sleeves cut off.
Cut off at the midriff.
If it was cut off at the midriff, I would just call it a half shirt.
Okay.
But it's sleeves cut off is a cut off t-shirt, at least in the parlance down here. But yeah, so he's wearing pajama pants, cowboy boots, and a cut off t-shirt. He sees us, just turns and walks out, goes back to his car, drives off down the street the wrong way, like an idiot. Who would have thought that dumb motherfucker would have been the smartest one of the three of us? Because me and the other dude, we sat there for another couple minutes just making fun of him, the way he looked, when he was driving. Finally, an old dude, he goes and rattle on the doors, like, maybe they fell asleep back there. And I was like, it's Monday, isn't it? He goes, yeah, it is. I was like, fuck, man, it's Columbus Day. He's like, it is? I was like, yeah.
I'd say I'm surprised they didn't put a sign up, but, they probably were like, fuck it.
Everyone knows.
Yes. Well, no, like, even the banks, they have a sign up that says, hey, we'll be closed Monday for Columbus Day, Because, when people are trying to get their money, they really want to know why the fuck the door ain't open. Apparently, the mail, no one cares.
See, all I just kept seeing is that it's Indigenous Day, and I kept thinking, I'm like, when did they add Indigenous Day? That's weird, But then I started seeing people talk about Columbus, and I'm like, oh yeah, didn't they change it or something? Or they tried to change it?
They want to, yeah.
See, I'm opposed to changing Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day for one reason and one reason only. It's stereotypical as fuck, man. You're going to take this holiday that you already gave to somebody else from them and give it to us?
Dude,
that's some Indian giving right there, man.
I was waiting to hear it, and now I'm not disappointed. Thank you. Made my day.
That's a very good point.
That's regifting, dude. Like, no. Don't do that. But yeah, so Ben Shapiro had a thread where he was talking one of his books, I guess, or a book about why Columbus is a national hero and everything. I was like, I don't know if I go that far, National hero, I mean, he discovered something that somebody else had already found, I mean...
Well, it was called America.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he essentially opened up the ports, or essentially the route to get to this area. So I mean, he did do good things, but I mean, yeah, national.
Yeah, I'm not hating on the dude, but I don't know if I'd say national hero. Maybe to Italy.
Oh yeah.
And who cares about that?
But yeah, so he's got this thread, and then some dude just like, the indigenous people already residing in America when Columbus, quote, discovered the New World, probably have a much different take on the history. And it's some white dude,
The thing that pisses me off about those types of people is they themselves I don't think they must have done just selective research on who these natives were, because it's like, dude, all of these groups and tribes were fighting each other a lot of times. Like it wasn't like they were all just chilling and hanging out, going camping like it's Woodstock, bro. It was like this. Wait, why do you think Aztec Triple Alliance fell? It was because the other tribes around them were like, "Oh shit, you guys are gonna go conquer? Let's go. We'll join you." This shit.
I saw someone on Twitter post this, that Native Americans didn't know what rape was until
I saw that one too. Yeah.
Except for the Plains Indians, because they kind of, that's how they prolonged.
No, Adam, they not only made that statement, they made it twice in the same tweet. They are serious. There was no rape at all until the white man showed up
and showed them how.
Yeah,
we're gonna give you some guns, and we're gonna show you how to rape. White man.
So,
I mean, if I were that nefarious, then I think I would be surprised that there's any natives still alive. If the white men were that nefarious.
Well, I mean, I think that was one of those where like they deleted it because I only saw screenshots of it. And it's like I really want to just go respond to like, yeah, you gave us rape, we gave you syphilis. I say.
Well, that's the thing too, is
fair trade.
I can't remember where I said it was on one of the history channels that I watch on YouTube, but even when they're trying to describe like, because he was describing like the first native war between colonials and natives out in Massachusetts, and essentially it started as a bunch of tribes were pissed off that these guys kept growing, and
you mean King Philip's War?
Yeah, the King Philip's War. And he tried to downplay like, oh yeah, and then the natives, they would go in and sack this village and kill everybody, but then the Americans come in, and it's like, wait, these guys not attacked a village and then the Americans responded? Like, do you not see what's going on? It's tribal instigate, like people are fighting each other.
It's like when you hear them talk about like Genghis Khan and how like the men over a certain age or a certain height, if they're taller than like a wagon wheel or whatever. I don't think they had wagon wheels back then, did they? Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, if they were taller than a certain, if they were old enough, they just cut their heads off.
Oh yeah, no.
Fighting age males, they just cut their heads off, be done with it.
It was,
and the women they would take as wives. What do you think they meant by that? You think like walking down the aisle and marriage vows and I do? No.
But you don't understand. They were thrilled to be part of the Khaganate under Genghis. These people owned like half the world. Who wouldn't want to be a wife?
So this is back during like the 1400s, right? 1400s roundabouts.
Yep.
Imagine, because like the predominant theory is that the native peoples of the Americas came here from like the Bering Land Bridge way back in the day. I think they just had an article come out a few weeks back from
according to people on Twitter, that has been disproven, and if you keep on touting that, you're a racist.
Well, I like telling like illegal immigrants is like, well, half of my family came here legally by boat, and the other half walked here thousands of years ago. I mean,
they certainly did a lot of walking.
They did, but I have to imagine that the commonly held theory with the Bering Land Bridge is that you had peoples from China, Mongolia, that area walked across and populated the Americas. You got to figure there's got to be maybe a common ancestor if you go back far enough to Genghis Khan and all the people over here. So I don't think the white man was the one that taught graping to the Indians.
Tentacle
I think
grape?
they pretty well had that down. Another thing I like to do is I like to remind people, like when they want to do the whole indigenous people say, it's like, you do realize that indigenous people were the last ones to surrender in the Civil War, right?
Oh yeah, they were still fighting.
Yeah, Stan Wadey was a Cherokee, and he was the last general of the Confederacy to surrender. Like, happy Indigenous Peoples Day.
There you go. I bet you they won't tear his statue down, if there is one. I'm just trying to think.
Man. Like they wanted to. Was it the New York Museum? Was it Natural History or whatever? The one that had like the statue of Teddy Roosevelt with the Indian. Like they want to get rid of that. It's like, yeah, that dude.
They did that to Teddy too?
I mean, huh?
Because I know they did it to Lincoln. There was a statue of Lincoln, and it looks like he's helping a slave up, and people were complaining that it looks like the slave is bowing before him or some shit. And like the description of the statue was, yeah, it's Lincoln helping free the slaves. I think the Teddy one. No, wait, no, was that a Lewis and Clark where they had Sacagawea pointing or something like that, and they're like, she's on the ground. That means she's subservient to him.
Or she was like looking at the ground, following tracks.
There was two retards going out west, and she was like, I'm gonna show you as I'm fucking a little kid, you know, or as she is a little kid. That sounded bad, but you know, she was younger than those two, and she was showing them the fucking pat, like, just like she was the leader, essentially. God, these people just don't understand shit. I'm just trying to think back of like.
Well, I mean, there was like one statue. It was dedicated to like, I think it was like an all-black regiment or something during the Civil War. They were trying to have taken down.
Yeah, the 54th. I remember that.
Yeah.
Massachusetts. No, I'm trying to think back of like when you could say people's history started, because I mean, like the start of the Roman Empire.
I'm of the opinion that your history started when you were able to write it down, when you were actually able to keep it.
Well, no, because the Persians sure as shit weren't white. They keep telling me Egyptians weren't white. So I'm trying to think, when did the bigger empires? It was okay. So it was Persia, the Hellenistic stuff. Fucking Carthage started off as a Phoenician colony, so I mean those are all Middle Eastern Arab people,
and
except
Mediterranean
the Greeks,
and whatnot.
Mediterranean. Yeah. But like that's what I mean. Like, so I can't think, like the start I guess would be when Rome beat back Greece and ended up taking over the peninsula. But even at that, they saw people, the Gauls and the Germanic tribes and the Scythians, they saw them as like fucking barbaric white people. Like, I don't understand this. These people are fucking retarded, dude. It's just
Yeah, the Romans actually had that specific word for the Visigoths and the Germanic peoples is barbarians.
Yep, that's just not us. I mean. And it just takes just read. Like, holy shit. Shit, yeah, because even at that, like, Whitey didn't really go anywhere. I mean, well, no, because...
Oh, sorry, I was laughing at something else.
Oh, no, because I'm like, okay, so after the fall of the Roman Empire, the Caliphate pretty much took up the Spanish Peninsula, and it wasn't until that receded, until like I guess Europe started doing exploration, that they really didn't. I don't know. It's just going back through all this history. I fail to see how people look at white Europeans as like this, like, oh my god, dude. Everyone was cool until these guys showed up. It's like, wait, what? Oh, God.
I get tired of every year the same arguments over and over again. It's like it's like if Groundhog Day lasted a year. You know, just instead of a day, you just replay the same year over and over again. Only it just gets weirder and weirder. The arguments in favor of this or that. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to listen to the whole Columbus versus indigenous peoples bullshit, but it's already been too much. I say that we compromise and just call it, why is the fucking bank closed day?
No, we should call it the Gerard Depardieu Day.
No, fuck the French.
He played a fantastic Columbus. I just remember that weirdo song.
I think the only movie I've seen Gerard Depardieu in is like The Man in the Iron Mask.
Oh, he was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the Porthos? Athos? No. I don't remember which one he was.
Three Musketeers.
Yeah, he's one of the three Musketeers. He was the fat drunk one.
That makes
which,
sense.
you know, was perfect casting, if you think about it.
I liked whoever played that character in the Disney one.
Yeah, the only one that ever got any real billing was it was Athos. Yeah, Athos, because it was Kiefer Sutherland.
The priest one, right?
I think so.
Or was
wait. Are we talking to Charlie Sheen, Oliver Platt?
Yeah.
Three Musketeers, really?
Wait, Oliver Platt is Oliver Platt the?
He's the drunk fat one that Gerard Depardieu plays.
That guy's awesome.
No, like Man in the Iron Mask, that one had Gabriel Byrne, Jeremy Irons, and Gerard Depardieu. Who was the other one?
Leonardo DiCaprio was the.
He was the king, yeah. And he was the guy that. Shut up.
Woof.
Yeah. I don't know why the dogs in the living room are barking, which is causing the dog in here to start barking. And I'll be right back.
Woof.
As Rolf would say, now they're speaking my language.
Now they're speaking my language.
Finally, some intelligent conversation. Woof, woof. Bark, bark. It's kind of a little bit more Dr. Teeth, but yeah, no.
It was a fairly good one. Rolf. Yeah.
So I think I might have another problem on my hands.
Uh-oh. What would that be?
You see, I succumbed to the timeline of the Twitter because everybody kept posting images of their box copy of Metroid Dread.
Uh-huh.
And I wasn't planning on getting it, because I'm like, I'm not really a big fan of Metroid, I'm probably not going to play it, probably just going to end up, it's just going to be there,
Uh-huh.
It looks great, though, I'm not going to lie, it looks fucking fantastic.
It is a fantastic game. My roommate's already bought it and beat it.
Get out of here. I have yet to play it yet, and I think it's going to be like Fire Emblem, because I have yet to play Fire Emblem, and I picked that up on the first day it came out.
I plan on getting it because it is a pretty good game. I'm not gonna lie. Plus, if you beat it, you can tout that you beat it, which is more than some games journalists can say.
Yeah, I don't understand why people are still giving these guys any sort of like clout or attention.
Or
I think, I think Yellow Flash, I think that's his name, right?
Yeah.
He said it perfectly. He said these people get these games and they want to beat them quick so they can get the review out quick to get the ads, to get the clicks.
Yeah.
That's their job. So when we're sitting there watching these people complain about, oh, the game is too hard, they should allow it a little easy mode or blah blah blah. We should look at it at face value. These people are bitching that they cannot get the edge on other people because they suck at video games, and they're not interested in video game journalism. They're more interested in this is a stepping stone till I work at Rolling Stone or something, or BuzzFeed or some shit, or Vox.
I remember when I was in like high school and I was playing games on like PlayStation 2, and we had a GameStop in my area. And I would go there to see like what kind of games they have. Usually bargain bin ones because poor folk. But anytime I would go and buy something, they would try and get you to get like Game Informer magazine and shit as well. And I went ahead and got it once, got the subscription. Like I think it was like the first time I ever went to GameStop. Like, hey, you want to get the Game Informer? Yeah, sure, why not? And I think I read like one issue of it, and I was like, people pay for this?
I still
And this is like 2004.
I still have my copy of Game Informer that has the 3 or 4 page puff piece on Anita Sarkeesian.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, like this was like 2004, 2005, and I was sitting there just like, why would anybody? I don't understand why you want to read this. Like, I was looking for like recommendations for games, and maybe you see if like there's some stuff in there like on how to beat them and whatnot. Because I'll freely admit I suck at video games. I enjoy playing them, but I suck at playing them. And yeah, I was just like, this does not interest me at all. Not what I'm looking for.
It's come a long way to where it is now. I remember Game Informer back in the early 90s was a magazine that actually gave you tips and tricks and so on and so forth to help you beat video games. And would give like honest reviews of video games for the prospective buyer. Now that is literally all it is, and it's mixed in with a whole bunch of really, really, really bad opinions.
Well, speaking of reviews, I've got something tangentially related, but not video games. Johnny and I like to play a game when we do our little torture streams with the stand-up comedy, where we go to like aggregator sites like Rotten Tomatoes and see what they give the rating with like the critic scores versus the audience scores. I have the Rotten Tomato ratings for 2 separate things, right? One's on Disney, one's on Netflix. I want to give you guys the Price is Right game. First up, we've got from National Geographic, Disney Plus, the 2021 documentary Fauci. Now, without going over, what do you think the critics gave him?
I know. I've seen the number.
Oh shit! Well, you can't play then.
I'd say
Quiz.
Probably about 80%.
I mean, that's not bad. Not right, but not bad. They actually gave it a 91 on the tomato meter.
Ah.
What do you think the audience score was? Without
12.
going over.
12.
No. 4. Now, conversely, we have Dave Chappelle's The Closer. What do you think the tomato meter gave it?
I would say probably around a 40%.
Close, but still over. They gave it a 33. And what do you think the audience rating was?
92.
See, that one you would have been, you would have, if Adam hadn't seen the deal already and he guessed, you probably would have had a chance. It was 97.
Ah.
Yeah, like the Fauci one, like they've got a 91% for the critics on 33 reviews, 4% on over 250 audience reviews. Chappelle, they've got 6 reviews for a 33% on the tomato meter, and they've got over 1,000 plus for the audience score of 97%. Like, don't take critics at all seriously. Like, they should be mocked because they get it so wrong, so often, so intentionally. The only thing they should be used for is to point and laugh at.
Yeah, that's all I use them for.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, when all of us were kids, you still had people that had critics that they gave weight to. Siskel Ebert and Siskel and Ebert, and then they when Siskel died, they put in was it Richard or Robert Roper? I can't remember his first name. Anyway, I don't by the time Siskel was dead, I stopped paying attention to Ebert as well. You know?
Yeah.
And
even film critics got to a point where they figured that they could make or break a movie just by their review. It was made fun of a lot in The Critic, actually, with John Lovitz.
Johnny keeps bringing that one up, and I still haven't got around to watching it. I need to, though.
Oh
you
my
need to watch
God.
it. It is the greatest fucking scene.
It's one of my favorite cartoons of the 90s, man. It's great. John Lovitz.
And
man.
we have Stubby K.
Yeah, it's funny because he'll drop one of those references on me, and it'll go completely past me. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you haven't seen that yet."
Oh shit, no, yeah, because the dad's the fucking best. He goes up into the airplane pilot area. He's like, "Pilot, I demand to know when we're gonna be landing." Wait a minute, you've been drinking, and you're a penguin. Wait a minute,
The pilot is a penguin.
Penguins don't fly.
He's been drinking. Wait a minute. Penguins don't fly! Penguins don't fly! And the plane immediately crashes.
And the whole time, the penguin just has this look on his face like, "Oh, son of a bitch." And he has a nice fucking whiskey in his he's wah, 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 wah. This show is great, man.
Yeah, the girlfriend and I have actually been, we started watching Man in the High Castle on Amazon, and maybe after we finish that, I'll try and get around to The Critic. I don't really sit down and watch TV anymore, which is something I thought would never happen when I was younger, because I used to love TV and movies.
I have all of The Critic on DVD.
Oh, cool.
We'll have to have a talk about that there. Yo ho, yo ho. I think you can find a lot of the episodes on YouTube. That's where I usually watch it. Like I'll just be sitting there like on a Saturday morning, just like I don't want to, I need something just to be on in the background.
You know what I find really interesting is I don't know, maybe it's just an issue of timing, but I'm surprised that the Man in the High Castle didn't get referenced more during the Trump administration. It was all about. No. The Man in the High Castle is a Philip K. Dick story, and it's like an alternate history. Like if the Germans had gotten the atom bomb first, used it on DC, and then like Japan and Germany split the United States. So it's set in like the 60s-ish, I think. And it's got some really good actors in it, like Rufus Sewell, yeah. The bad dude from A Knight's Tale.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. He plays a Nazi officer, and then
not cool.
Well, he's an American Nazi.
Well, I know. Oh, that's okay. As long as he's American.
An American Nazi.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Which is really funny because he's British,
Fuck. Wait! Don't tell me. Is he gay?
No, at least not that I've seen in the show so far.
Gay Nazi?
A gay British American Nazi.
Well, I mean, is it really that hard to believe, Quiz? They really did like their fashion. I mean, like a lot.
Yeah, but
Wait,
then
who?
then as soon as they indulged and it got out, then they'd be put in the concentration camps.
It's an internal conflict.
I mean, that just,
Oh no.
just makes it kinkier, Quiz.
Oh,
His furnace is burning on the inside. Oh no.
Oh,
Okay, we can...
But there's a lot of other people in there that there's like the actors and actresses' names. They're not like standout names to me or faces really, but it's like I've seen them somewhere before. Like they had Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat. He plays the Japanese trade minister.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember his name either, but he it's a great role for him. The role he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really enjoyed his acting in it so far. We've only been like, I think we're partway through season 1. And I think it was like four or five. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but is it like those short seasons where it's like 5-6 episodes?
I think maybe it's 10 because we were on like episode 7 the other night. And I think we got like maybe a couple more. I don't know, man. It's one of those things like I just take it like episode at a time. And since, you know, streaming services, you can just click the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I'll say, speaking of, my roommate and I started watching this really interesting series. I can't remember the name. Oh, I remember now. Sweet Home, I believe, is the name of it. It's a Korean horror.
Yes.
One.
Is it like the Japanese game?
No.
You mean Squid Game?
No, it's not like Squid Game.
No. The Japanese NES game called Sweet Home.
Oh, I don't know. I've never played it.
Hold on, let me just real quick. I think Sweet Home, the NES game, is about a haunted house, and there's a TV crew going in there or something like that, and they're filming, and it's weird. It's a weird, spooky game, but it's weird. Probably not the same thing.
No. It's all about these people who all live together in this apartment complex, and it's like, basically think all of the tropes of a zombie apocalypse, but instead of zombies, they're these horrible mutant monsters. And the effects in it are really good. It's got a creepy atmosphere. So far it's a pretty damn good show.
What is this on?
Netflix.
Damn, I'm gonna have to get me a Netflix again. Because I think the 3rd season of fucking Karate Kid is out there too, or fucking Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, yeah.
Have they come out with season 4 yet?
Wait, did he go? Because doesn't he go to Japan or something like that?
3. That was already
3?
been out, yeah.
Oh, see, I haven't even seen that.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. There's supposed to be like a season 4, and I think that's supposed to come out sometime this year. I thought it was supposed to be this summer, but I haven't seen it yet.
That was a good show.
I'm not watching.
And F is for Family. You should watch F is for Family.
The first season of Cobra Kai, when it was still on YouTube, I thought was hilarious. And then as they got more and more, it's just like, okay, we're starting to get into some of the tropes, you know. But
speaking of reviews, you know what a review I can't trust right now? Fucking Ghostbusters reviews, man.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters only had 2 movies, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Just like Star Wars only had 3. I made the mistake of watching episode 1 when I was a kid because it was out in theaters.
Same.
And Star Wars was done for me after that.
Yep.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, there's 2 Ghostbusters movies. That's it.
The big concerns that are popping up for me are the reviews are pretty much like they don't explain a lot of, they kind of just gloss over just once again how this is Egon's granddaughter and just how everything is, how they don't know anything about Ghostbusters and they're slowly unraveling it like a mystery, and it's like they fucked it up. They fucked it up. And I had made a comment on YouTube. I barely make comments on YouTube, but I made one. I was like, man, this movie's gonna suck. And what's sad is you guys are all gonna go and lap it up just because you're either tired or you're hopeful or whatever. You're tired of the 2016 shit or whatever your fucking reasoning is. But you're gonna like it, and it's gonna greenlight another one, and it's gonna just be in this vein. It's gonna be a fucking Stranger Things with Ghostbusters, you know. And it's like,
Terry says Star Wars 0 good movies. I mean,
who?
Terry in chat.
Oh, fucking Terry. What do you know? You eat Vegemite.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good point. The original trilogy was good. I will say
favorite movie of the original trilogy.
Jedi.
I don't know. It's difficult because I like each of them equally, but for different reasons, you know.
I like Jedi because it's the ultimate culmination. You get to see Luke as a fucking Jedi.
Yes.
Ah, no, man. The older I get, the more I'm with the Empire. So I'm feeling like, Empire Strikes Back.
Everyone always says Empire, but to me,
well, no, it's just like the older I get, it's like the less the less sympathetic I am to the rebels. You know.
No, so the problem with Empire is that everyone says that it's the ultimate ramp up, right? What happens at the end? You got they get Han Solo, and the rebellion is in hiding because they were routed on Hoth, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, the ultimate thing that happens in Empire is Luke meets Yoda to train to become a Jedi. That's it. That is literally the only thing that happens in Empire.
Yeah, because the rest of it, they're just pretty much running away from Vader until they get to Bespin.
Exactly, man. They're running away from Vader. Vader's a fucking badass.
That fight.
The older I get, man, the more I'm in Vader's camp.
I've been watching. I can't remember the name of the YouTube channel. I think it's like Star Wars Histories, or I can't remember. But I've been watching a lot of these videos on like the canon of like Vader going back to Tatooine and
it's like the comics and stuff.
Yeah, he teams up with like a doctor, and he goes to look for Luke because it's after the first Star Wars, so he's looking for Luke. And the only thing that and Boba Fett's trying to help him find him.
Wait a second. Wait. Well, hold on. This is after the first Star Wars movie?
Yeah, after the first one, Vader sets out to look for. He doesn't know it's Luke. He just knows it's the X-wing pilot. And then Boba Fett finds out the name is Luke Skywalker, and he's like, "Wait, Skywalker?" And that's when he starts piecing things together.
Starts piecing things together.
Well, figuring out like, Luke Skywalker's my son, and
wait a second, kid's got my last name. He's how old? Like,
well, and
how long does it take him to piece together, really?
Because I guess he goes to like Kenobi's old hut. He goes to the farm, and I guess he sees his mom's burial site or some shit. He just kind of glances over the comic, but yeah, and there Luke fights Boba Fett and shit. It's pretty cool. I like seeing that type of stuff.
I'm not all that deep on the lore with Star Wars. For me, it's just watching the movies as a kid was cool, and then they killed it with space scabies and a whiny little bitch of an Anakin Skywalker.
Well, that's the other thing too. Is I'm not too into the lore. It's interesting just because I like seeing like, oh shit, Luke Skywalker gets his ass beat by Boba Fett, and so when you see him fight Vader, it's like, yeah, dude, you still suck. You need to do training with Yoda. That's what you're supposed to do, So it just like it makes it watching him again, seeing some of these I haven't read any of the comics. I've only seen some of the videos on the shit. So it's like, oh, cool, man.
Oh, speaking of comics, did you guys see Superman's now bisexual?
Oh, yeah. What is he, drinking the fluoride? The fluoride has turned Superman gay.
Tired of these scientists putting chemicals in the water, turning the friggin' Kryptonians gay!
Isn't it his son, though, or something?
Yeah, I mean, but still.
Not John.
I don't remember which one it was.
No,
I saw the.
I think it is John.
It's Superboy. That's the bisexual one. And that's
when I was scrolling the timeline on the toilet earlier this morning.
And that's a clone.
They were, everyone was like, Superman's gay now. It's like, all right, well, I don't read the comics anyway, so I don't care.
And I was gonna say too, because like, wasn't it last week or the week before that they said Robin was bisexual?
Yeah, Tim Drake. Yeah.
I fail to see why that's in any way important in a superhero comic.
They're trying to make comics about the interpersonal relationships of these characters. And
it's supposed to be about beating people up and taking criminals to jail.
I can understand that, making stories with pathos, with characters with actual problems and all that kind of stuff. It makes us a weird sort of sense. But the major problem with it is when they're taking liberties with someone else's ideas. I've always been beating this drum that if you want to make these sorts of characters be gay, be bisexual, whatever, make your own. If it's already established that these characters are straight, if they have interactions with a female character, then it would be out of character for them to all of a sudden become gay or bisexual then, wouldn't it? I mean, that's the biggest disservice that a lot of these comic companies do to the original fans of these stories and franchises. It's a spit in the face to the people that came before.
How much of a tizzy do you think they would get in if you took a canonically gay character and made them straight?
Oh, dude, that's impossible. It wouldn't make it past editorial.
Well, no, I'm saying like if it were to make it like to the page.
You already know the answer to that, dude. They can't do it because it's a punching up versus punching down type of thing.
Well, like here's the thing though. Like aside from there's only like 3-4 characters I can think of on the top of my head. Because I'm not a comic book guy. There's only like a handful that I can think of off the top of my head that I actually know their sexuality.
Okay.
And that's Spider-Man,
okay.
Right? Because you got Mary Jane, Gwen Stacy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Batman, because well, I mean, you could assume that he was straight because Bruce Wayne's off boarding and whatnot, but it could all be a cover. It could all be a cover. I don't know.
He married.
You just assume.
He married Selena Kyle and sired a child with Talia al Ghul. I think he's pretty straight.
I mean, that's just be real deep in the closet. Could be really, could have a conviction there. Really need a beard. I don't know. I don't care. And then you got a Wolverine and Cyclops because they're both like sword fighting over the same chick. That's about it. And like the only gay character I can think of, I didn't learn this until like a year or two ago, listening to Comic Book Curation, was North Star. Never even heard of that dude before.
Yeah, North Star. Batgirl is canonically gay.
Oh, I thought that was Batwoman.
Sorry, yeah, Batwoman. Sorry, yes.
And the only reason I know that's because of the damn TV show.
Yeah. And she was created to be canonically gay.
So what we got here? Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, Wolverine, Cyclops, Batwoman. Oh, North Star. I've got a whole 7.
And Aquaman.
Don't even complete both hands. That's how little I know or care about comic book characters' sexualities. Oh, Terry brings up Iceman. Yeah, they made him gay not too long ago.
And wait, didn't they make Cyclops and Wolverine bi too?
I'm not counting that.
That's what they said. They did.
I'm not counting that.
Marvel are doing everything in their power to try and ruin the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
They really are.
And they're succeeding. But yeah, like I don't care about where they put their squishy bits. I care about the all I want to see is some spandex-clad beat-em-ups.
Damn, Gambit and Rogue. How do you forget that? T'Challa and Storm. Oh wait, well yeah, you don't really count them.
I mean, not for a lack of interest, just a lack of opportunity.
Ollie and the bird.
Yeah, Black Canary.
Yeah. See, I'm not too brushed up on my DC as much as my Marvel, but yeah.
And say Gambit and Storm actually got married. It's a incredibly wasted opportunity in the comic book Mr. and Mrs. X.
Wait, you mean Gambit and Rogue?
Yes, Gambit and Rogue. What did I say?
Because
Storm.
But Storm. T'Challa and Storm did get married.
Yes, they did.
And she's Queen of Wakanda. I don't know why I sound like that, but
Wakanda. It's fine, you're allowed. It's Indigenous Peoples Day.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Just leaving the card on the table.
No, I don't know where to go from here, man. We back to Indigenous Peoples Day. God damn it.
Well, you just circle back there.
But can we? Like I said, I think I present a valid compromise between the Columbus Day and Indigenous Peoples Day factions. Let's just call it "Why the fuck is the bank closed day?"
You can't say fuck, because that's alienating kids, because it's potty language. Watch your fucking mouth, alright?
Well, when I was in high school, I had me and a couple of friends from school just killing time, so we were just, sitting in the aisle, going through the movie store, our local Blockbuster, trying to find something to watch. And I used the fuck word. And one of my friends pointed out that there was like a 5-year-old walking behind us. And it was just like, yeah, there's a 5-year-old kid, like, maybe 5 feet from us. And I was like, well, if he doesn't know that word by now, I'm sure he's going to learn eventually. So, apparently his mom was like on the next aisle over. She's like, well, I'm glad you think so. I was like, lady, I just said fuck in front of him. I think I proved my point.
He's gonna roll it out in a Christmas Story moment where he's gonna be helping his dad fix the tire, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, fuck! Where did you hear that word?" This guy at the mall.
Oh, fuck!
Yo, that is the best. I love that. I'm pretty sure I said it before, but I love the response where she calls the mom of the friend, and the friend's mom's like, the mom's like, where do you think he heard that word? And the mom's like, well, probably from his father. And she's like, no, not from the father, and she's like, your son. And you just hear on the other line, what? It's like, yes. Oh, shit. Then you hear the poor kid getting beat.
Never dime on your friends, man.
Hey, he could only hold that soap in his mouth for so long, man. He had to spell the first name that came to mind. Schwartz. Fucking TBS. You gotta play that 24/7.
I think I've only ever seen that movie once. And it was all worth it just for the payoff. You're gonna shoot your eye out, kid, and what happens?
Yeah. It's a good thing he had his glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gotta be like a sting operation or something. I follow Now This News, which half the time it's just ridiculous, and the other half is actually kind of
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, like they'll have like animal stories and stuff on there as well, so it's like, all right, But again, half of it is just ludicrous.
Yes, half of it is ideologically based bullshit. The other half is actual interesting stories. Interesting, cute, or yeah.
Yeah. This is how to make fry bread, the official state bread of South Dakota that was created by the Navajo tribe, fucking Navajo, in the late 1800s. Hashtag Indigenous Peoples Day. I'm telling you, man, this is a sting operation. They're trying to get white people to unwittingly make fry bread so they can call them, cultural appropriators or some bullshit.
I was gonna say, yeah, that you're absolutely right, man. That's some sneaky shit, man, because that's exactly what's gonna happen.
This is gonna be some white lady taco truck 2.0.
Yep.
What is fry bread?
You never had fry bread, man? Oh man, you get some butter and some honey on that.
Dude, well, I mean, damn near every.
Have you ever had like an Indian taco bowl?
Nope.
Indian taco salad?
Nope.
No?
Indian taco? That sounds like some cultural appropriation to me.
Oh,
them Indians are just culturally appropriating them other Indians.
Just going south of the border and taking some tacos.
Right?
injecting some Indian into it. I mean, come on. It's in the name.
I mean, fry bread, it's just kind of the same principle you have like with donuts, except
hold on.
not as sweet.
Okay, so is it because I'm in my head I'm just thinking like, Indians from the peninsula India, but they have naan bread. Mexicans have tortillas. There's the type of flatbread. Greeks have pita.
Yeah.
It is like a flatbread is all over the place. So when I heard fry bread, I was like, oh, so is that a kind of like?
It is a flattened, deep fried dough.
Oh, it's deep fried. Okay,
yeah, that's why it's called fry bread, man.
Oh, dude, the fucking Australians call sprinkles on butter on a white bread fairy bread. So I mean,
excuse me, they're hundreds of thousands.
Oh yeah, sorry. And what's butter called? Yo, buttery. Wait, no, that's English, dude. Come on, man. Come on.
But yeah, it's used. You can use it as the base for an open faced taco, or you can use it as a dessert. So
open faced taco.
Yeah, yeah, man. You got your fry bread, and you got like your cooked up ground beef, lettuce, cheese, whatever else you want to put on there.
I'm in the mood, honey.
And then if you want to do it as a dessert, you can put it with like cinnamon sugar, dip it in honey, or put butter on it, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's probably a reason why a fair number of Indians got diabetes, but it's good. It is good.
Wait, really? A lot of Native Americans have diabetes?
Here in Oklahoma they do. I'm pretty sure in Montana they do too.
I didn't.
Other than Oklahoma and Montana, I'm not very well versed on the other Indians.
I only had a small exposure to the few groups out in Washington and Oregon. So
yeah, like the only reason why I know about Upper Plains is because of Johnny, and yeah, man. At least down here, a lot of sugar beaties.
Wait.
Tribe.
Wait. Johnny's a native too.
Yeah.
They used him and Johnny used to do his. I used to. I think you guys still do it, right? The powwow stream.
Yeah. We haven't been doing them as much here lately. Just haven't fed a whole lot of stuff to talk about. But I mean, we probably should have done one today, definitely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We dropped the ball on that one.
They could do it this week,
I mean, we've done a Columbus / Indigenous Peoples Day stream before, and nothing's really changed. So just go back and listen to that one. It's on Johnny's channel. YouTube / Johnny Hellcat. But yeah, I mean, nothing's really changed, so it'd be redundant to do another one. I'm pretty sure we were probably still making fun of Elizabeth Warren for that last one we did, so
yeah,
nothing's changed. But yeah, just seeing that on Now This is like, you guys are trying to bait people, aren't you? Like, I'm not mad. I'm not real mad at it because I do want some fry bread now. I take mine with butter and honey.
It's fried dough.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
What is Scrappy confused about?
I don't know. No, I'm confused.
Yeah, right?
I used to eat my tortillas with a little bit of butter on them, but nowadays I'm fucking I'm so out of it. I'm just like, I eat it like a fucking homeless guy on the street. Just fucking all fan. Especially if I can get some of my mom's fresh made, like, she just like, oh yeah, we made some for dinner. I stop by, I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna have to take 10 and put them in my pocket. Just
thinking about tortillas and butter, like I'll make my own little like cheese quesadillas. Like if I got like extra taco tortillas or whatever laying around, just slap some butter on one side, throw some cheese on it, slap another tortilla on top of that in the pan, put some butter on that.
I don't know, man. I can taste the difference between like when some of my family members make flour tortillas as opposed to the store ones. Only because the store ones you could taste the sugar in it, and it's just like, bleh.
Yeah, well, like I came home today and the girlfriend was making up some corn dogs as a snack, like doing some of those frozen ones.
Mhm.
Like, you want one? I was like, nah, not really. And then like I went to leave to go do something, and I went ahead and took a bite of one of hers, and yeah, I just tasted sugar in the breading. It's like, see, that's why I don't really eat corn dogs. That's just no.
Oh,
It tastes too sweet, and you don't want that from a corn dog.
I don't know. When I bite into a bread, I'm not usually expecting a sweet taste. Like this, I don't do Hawaiian rolls. They usually have a sweeter taste to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although I don't know. I mean, sometimes if I have a couple of whiskeys in me, I'll eat some of that with that whatever that was, that spinach dip, that green dip. Usually at
Hawaiian rolls with spinach dip.
I think that's what it is. Usually you see it at like a holiday party, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, let's just give this a try. And like, that's all right, But I got a belly full of whiskey, so that's kind of shielding them. and no, Sanguine, that is not going to be a way to get me to eat onions, because I will fucking taste the onions. Doesn't matter how many whiskeys I have in me.
So
that sounds like that's gonna not be much fun coming back up, dude. Chunks of bread and spinach and the aftertaste of whiskey. Ugh.
So I went and my roommate wanted to get a new vape, and we went to this one vape store, and they advertised out on the front that they had CBD. And I was all like, okay, well, CBD, I don't really care about CBD. I only care if it has THC. Well, I go inside, and they had edibles with THC. So I bought some, and I've been every couple of days or so, just popping one, eating it, and it gets you high enough. Like, you're not in orbit, but
so you're microdosing.
it's okay. It's pretty good. It's 500 milligrams of THC Delta 8.
Well, see, now that's 500 milligrams total, right?
Yes.
So how many of the edibles are in the package?
I have no idea.
Yeah, so that's probably what it is. Like, it's 500 total, so maybe you're probably getting, like, I don't know, 10 to 50 per piece, depending on how many are in there.
Maybe.
You'd be like you're microdosing THC.
But I'll tell you this, man. My roommate and I, last Friday, we went out to the theater, and we went to see the 40th anniversary of Evil Dead in the theater, which was awesome. It was great. But before we went there, we went to go, it's a local chain here in the Chicagoland area called Lucky Monk. And they have their own microbrewery in there. And I ordered a sampler of all of the beers that they make there. And I had an edible before we went out to the show, right?
I feel like I know where this is going.
I started drinking the beer, and it activated the THC or something. And I got super fucking eagle balls in like half a second.
Yeah, alcohol and THC have synergistic effects.
Yeah. It fucked me up, and luckily we went immediately to see the movie, which sobered me up for the drive home. But I'll say this, I woke up on Saturday with a massive hangover. And I never get a hangover from beer. Never.
Yeah, like I said, synergistic effects.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Like I said, it fucked me up. But and with that little anecdote, we're gonna call it the night here tonight, because it's after 8 and I need to get some sleep. Fuck, where the hell is my brush cleaner? There it is. All right. So yeah, we've been your minions of the zoo. Thank y'all for coming out, watching some paint dry, and be sure to watch tomorrow where Skep Tock is the host. And yeah, Take care, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Hey.
Zoo's closed.